I just realized finally, after studying all this material and thinking this thing through, that the evidence, the scientific evidence for creation is a lot stronger than the scientific evidence for evolution.
In the last decade, most of the basic pillars upon which evolution has stood have collapsed, and the theory is in chaos. Now, unfortunately, at this time, the evolutionists are crying louder than ever before that evolution is a fact.
Well, it's my personal view that evolution is a dead certain fact.
Evolution, there is no question that it happened.
The geological record cannot be explained in any other way than through the evolutionary process.
Many times you'll hear the statement that evolution is a fact, but a scientist should know better than to make a statement like that. If evolution has ever occurred, it was not observed, and therefore it's outside the realm of science. It's inaccessible to scientists and the scientific method. Many of my evolutionary colleagues are coming up with very bizarre theories. It seems that they recognize that evolution doesn't make good sense scientifically, and so they're forced to come up with these incredible imaginary ideas. For instance, some now recognize that the spontaneous generation of life from non-life is scientifically impossible. So what do? Do they attribute it to a creator? No, they claim that life came from outer space. Well, they can believe that if they want to, but they shouldn't call it science, and they shouldn't teach it in schools as if it were science.
Evolution is simply a matter of making up stories in place of the actual scientific data.
Science used to be the search for truth. Now it seems it's deteriorated into the search for a believable story.
The scientist who can make up the most plausible sounding story and can get it printed or get the media to tell about it, he's the one that becomes famous. I can say that as a scientist I see zero evidence that evolution has occurred or that any is going on today.
One scientist I spoke with said that even if evolution is not true, there's no way it could ever be retracted because it had gone too far. Millions of textbooks would have to be reprinted, and museums all over the world would have to tear down their exhibits. Society would never trust science again.